Good morning. Good morning everyone. I'm in a terrible health condition right now because of the sore throat that has been with me for a week and still hasn't gone. And the worst thing is, not only did it not get better, it also got worse. But anyways, a new school year is about to start, and so that means it's time for us to start thinking about what we're going to bring for school. So today I'm going to show you what I have in my backpack on a daily basis. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the backpack itself. I really think that a good backpack can be life-changing because it saves you that little time that you need in the morning to get on the bus on time. You know how usually you kind of have to open it all the way and then close it all the way. I've been using it my entire life, but I just think that it's a bit time-consuming, especially when the zipper doesn't work really well. So starting from last year, I've been using a tote pack, which is a kind of bag that you can wear on your back, but it has the shape of a tote bag, so it only has zipper on top. But one problem I had with that was that because it was a vertical rectangle and you can only access it from the top, it's a bit hard to put things in and also to find things that are lying at the bottom of the bag. That was when I came across this backpack over here. This one is kind of similar to the tote backpack because it has a lock over here and it has zipper on top, so it's more convenient when I have to close it. But it is a horizontal triangle, so that means it's easier for me to put things in and also to find things at the bottom of the bag. It's actually a bit smaller than I wanted it to be, but I think this is enough for me because I don't want to carry too many things on my back anyway. And also I really like it because it looks very retro, like the kind of backpack that you wear as a primary school student. Okay, so enough about the backpack. Now we'll move on to what's inside it. First of all, I have my laptop. Of course, it is a 14-inch MacBook Pro that I just got from last year. Now that I'm a university student, I kind of have to carry a laptop everywhere I go, so I really need something that's light and doesn't hurt my back. Before this, I actually had another laptop that was much lighter, so it was just less than a kilogram, but then it wasn't very suitable for video editing, and also I broke it, I spilled water on it. It was very tragic, and so I needed to get another laptop. It has been with me for a few months now, and I have done a lot of editing on it, especially in the past few months. I basically edit new videos every week, and so yeah, it has been a very good friend of mine. I usually bring an iPad with me whenever I go to school also because I have switched to digital notes entirely. I just think that it's so convenient to write on your iPad because you can write on top of your slides, you can make adjustments, you can edit it whenever you like. I've wanted to get an iPad for so long. I always told my high school friends that, oh my god, I want an iPad, I want it so bad. And the story of how I got this was also very interesting because, as you may have known, last year I was quarantined, and by the time I got out of quarantine, the school year had already started. And I was just I really needed an iPad right away because I wanted everything to be organized. And so I got out of quarantine at 10 in the morning, and then immediately that afternoon I went all the way from NTU to Marina Bay to get an iPad. Before that point, I had been to Singapore a few times before, so I kind of had a little idea of where I should be heading to, how to use public transport and stuff. But at that point, it was 3 years before that, and so that was a very risky decision. One thing that's usually not in my backpack but it's on my hand is my phone. Actually, my phone is not the most important digital gadget for me. It's actually my laptop. Sometimes, especially when I'm busy on my laptop doing something, I might forget completely about my phone. And also come with my phone I also got these Samsung Buds. It's caseless right now, but I'm a huge case person, so I definitely will get one. Okay, that's it for digital devices. It's time to move on to the next things. Here I have a water bottle, and I got this specifically because it's a rectangular shape and not the round shape as usual. I think that's going to save a lot of space, especially when I don't have such a huge backpack. And also I really like it because it has two different sides. So this one is for you to drink straight from the bottle, and this one you have the straw. This is supposed to be for when you're exercising and you cannot drink it straight from the bottle, then you can use the straw. I'm not sure how useful this thing is going to be, but I just like it when my stuff have extra functions, so I can be look at this, I have a little water bottle and you can drink from it in 2 ways. Last year I almost always forgot my water bottle when I got to school, and so I tried to get something that I can actually put inside my backpack this year, so just to reduce the risk of forgetting it at home. Then I also have this little mini pouch over here. This is where I keep my first aid stuff and also makeup stuff. So inside here I have my sunscreen, I have my concealer, band-aids, hair tie, I have my body mist, and I also have these two mini lip tints over here. I was never in the position to care about like makeup or lipsticks because in my high school, everyone just looked exhausted 90% of the time, so no one really cared about it. And then when I got into university, the first year was basically COVID, so I wore the mask all the time. I didn't really have to care about wearing lipsticks. But now that things are going back to normal, I guess it's time to care more about this kind of stuff. Another thing that is going to be occasionally in my backpack is this lunchbox over here. It's actually a salad box and it came with a fork like this. And I think that it's really cool because it's actually two-way. So you have the top component, you can keep something up here. You also have the sauce box like this, and then the bottom is where you have your main stuff, the main thing that you're going to have for lunch. I wanted to get this because I'm trying to eat more healthily, and also because it's really hard to find like healthy stuff at school, and even if I do, the portion is usually much bigger than the amount that I actually need. And so I really hope that next year I can start cooking more and I can maybe bring lunch to school. Okay, so another thing I forgot from before was this mouse and also this adapter. So the thing is, this mouse was what I got from my previous laptop and I really want to change it to a different one because whenever I use it, I have to plug this entire thing. Whenever I'm editing or like designing something, when you have to do a lot of drag and drop, it's much more convenient to have a mouse with you because the trackpad on MacBook, it's not the most enjoyable thing to use, and so I almost always have these in the backpack. Okay, now we are moving on to the last few items. Over here I have one pencil and a notepad. I haven't been using pen and pencil for a while now, so it's not necessary to bring like a whole pencil case in my backpack. But I do try to bring some of these with me because there are occasions when you have to sign papers or maybe you have to write something, you have to take notes on the paper. Last but not least, I also have my matriculation card. In my school, this card is used to access like libraries, common facilities, and also maybe you can use to purchase stuff. If you only go to like classes and you don't need this, but if you want to access like common facilities, then you should have this along with you. Okay, now we are moving on to the secret compartment in the back. In here, I just basically keep some of my snacks. It's not always these specifically, but I like to have some snacks in my backpack because I get hungry very often. And when I do, it's really easy for me to buy like fast food or sugary stuff or whatever I could find. So I just think that it's really convenient to have something edible in your backpack. Other than that, I also have some other things that I occasionally bring, like my charger, my camera, but other than that, that's basically everything that I bring to school on a daily basis. And I also have my matriculation card. This is used